Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play A Wizard's Lizard. So last time, not nearly as good as the first run, but, we did alright. Let's go ahead and get back into it. So we're starting out with our 2,500 starting gold. Let's see what we can purchase here. So we've got... Life Knife is still 4,500. We're not going to be able to pick that up. We could get Ranger Gloves right off the bat for some increased speed. But I don't feel like that's really worth the investment when we could have a good weapon instead. Let's go ahead and grab the spear again. Spear is fun. Like, I feel like this might actually be better than the knives the more I play, because the long range is just so tactically useful. But, the knives are great too. I really have trouble deciding between the two. But I'm in a spear kind of mood right now, so let's go ahead and just get started here, basically. See what's in these lights. I don't know if lights can actually contain anything. Oh, they can! Damn it. We'll go back and get that in a second. Oh god. Get away from me, owl! These big white owls are the worst. This sounds like a porn. Big white owls. I don't know if that sounds like a porn. Maybe it doesn't. Probably doesn't. I don't know. Maybe now I sound weird. I don't know, it probably sounds like a certain type of porn, Yeah, there's some more gold right in there. Some little chunks of gold. Excellent. Makes it harder to see, which is a little bit annoying, but hey. Again, a lot of people are like, wow, this game is like way too dark for me. I don't know why it just doesn't... Wow, how did I not notice the gold in the top left here? But it just doesn't bother me, the darkness. Like, there are definitely rooms that are a little bit hard to see, but it's not like crippling. It doesn't dominate the aesthetic. Like, if you keep the lights alive, it's actually pretty pleasantly lit, I think, and obviously it's way easier in the ghost form, but I think that's kind of intentional. That like your first life is harder, and then your second life you get a little bit more powerful. Which makes, I don't know, makes perfect sense to me. Now I'm obsessed with blowing up the lights for gold, but it's probably a bad idea because it's just going to make seeing things a pain in the ass. We should definitely keep an eye out for the entrance to the forest here, if at all possible. I think it always has to be in the middle of a room. I'm not sure though. So here's our resurrection chamber, so we definitely want to keep in mind that we have this. And at a certain point we'll have to become a ghost to pick up the key on this floor, so that's definitely something in the cards for us, but we'll have to wait to see where that key is, and if we become a ghost, just naturally, which we probably will, fighting the boss. I have to imagine that he'll get us down low enough that we die. But that's fine, because then we can just get the key and regenerate, and all will be well. Let's go ahead and pick up this chest. If it's not a mimic... Nope, just a hat. Excellent. I would love to see stats on items. It bothers me a little bit. Just, the game is like, here's a thing. You can't really tell what it does very well, but, it's a thing. But hopefully, maybe at some point, somebody will do the math now that the game is released. Which, by the way, check out the website in the description if you're interested in buying this game. I highly recommend it. If you like Isaac at all, you're probably going to have a blast with it, like I am. Nice, a chest plate, but hopefully somebody will, do the math. You can get yourself an abacus and a... I guess just an abacus is the necessary part. Wow, look at this. Random treasure room. Not going to look that gift horse in the mouth. But yeah, the abacus shows you how much damage you're... Oh my god. I just slipped through the door by accident. But there's our key. So we'll keep that in mind. Keep that in mind has the word key in it. Kind of. Ah, man. I'm a funny dude. Anyway. Hopefully somebody will math it up. Just get some armor, take damage, or before taking that damage, I guess, get hit without armor, and then get some armor and take damage from the same enemy, and see, what pattern it follows, to see what type of damage reduction it is, whether it's because some games are there's a percent damage reduction, and some games there's a number damage reduction, one armor reduces all damage you take by 1, which is... Why did I just start shooting the wrong way? I was suddenly in upside down screen Binding of Isaac challenge mode. which is not something I'll be doing in this game for quite a while, I think. I'm not nearly familiar enough with it. But yeah, so it kind of depends, like, with the first type of armor reduction where it's just a percentage decrease of damage, then it's oh man. Then it's a lot more balanced, like more armor will just, you know, always have kind of the same effect. But when it's a numeric increase, then it behaves very strangely. Like, it's way better against a bunch of little enemies than against one big enemy doing a lot of damage. Because, you know, you reduce damage per damage instance, and also it gets better and better the more armor you have. So steel armor could potentially be, like, a lot better than leather armor, even if it's only a couple more damage reduction. Because, like, you know, say something's doing 10 damage to you. One armor in that case would give you 10% damage reduction, but 2 armor would give you 20% damage reduction, and 3 armor would give you 30% damage reduction. It keeps on, well, I'm saying this wrong, because that sounds like it's every single thing is giving you the same damage reduction, but it really isn't, because you're reducing, like, say you're already only taking 5 damage, and then you get another armor, then it's a 20% damage reduction instead of a 10% damage reduction from the value you were already taking, if that makes any sense, because 5 minus 1 is 4, 10 minus 1 is 9, and when you get all the way down to you're taking 2 damage per instance, and then you get another armor, then it's a 50% damage reduction. So more armor gets better and better as you go. So it would be interesting to see how the armor works in this game. That's why I would really like to see the numbers, is like knowing how much better steel is than leather, how good leather is in the first place, whether it's worthwhile to switch off for the steel for instead of ranger, because ranger seems actually really good. That just lets you dodge attacks more effectively instead of just decreasing attack damage when you do take it. But if steel's gonna, like, effectively have your damage against most enemies, then, you know, that's pretty fucking good. So kind of up in the air there. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out our boss drop here. Hopefully we finally get the ice sword. I've been wanting to try that out for a long time. It's the Boomerang. I like the Boomerang. I don't think I've showed this off on camera yet, but it is a pretty great implement. I like it a lot. So we'll show that off in a second. It's piercing just like Poseidon's Trident, which is kind of why I'm so into it. But it also, you know, it goes out and comes back. I think it's probably a little bit worse than Poseidon's Trident. And it also has this annoying quirk where it will pick up like armor and stuff and take it to you. So if you're in a room that had an armor piece and you're trying to fight, then you can, like, annoyingly repeatedly pick up the armor piece and switch it with your current one over and over and over again, and it stops you every time you do that, which is bad. So we're gonna get a little bit more money for our coffers here, if I can talk to this guy. There we go. Which is very nice. Looking out for the forest entrance, but I don't see it yet. We got another blueprint. Let's definitely pick that up for 5,000. Blueprint leather helm. Alright, we're probably not going to use that too much. But, you know, who knows? If we end up with a whole bunch of dudes saved, then we could just have money to throw away, basically. Just making sure that wasn't the entrance to the forest, but I was pretty sure it wasn't. But yeah, so that's why Boomerang's a little bit annoying, but I think it's still a really fucking fantastic pickup. Like, one of my favorite weapons in the entire game, probably second to Poseidon's Trident. So I don't mind getting that as my boss drop here. I've only had it once before, and it was when I was pretty new at the game, though. So we'll see if my opinion has changed on it, or if there's a reason for my opinion to change. Oh, fuck. That was dumb. Fucking switchblades, man. Oh, there's the forest. So we'll pop that open right now and just kind of... Oh, remember it's here. Okay, so it doesn't always have to be in the center of the room like I was thinking it might be. Oh, God. There was a fucking werewolf hiding in that barrel? Come on, man. Give me a fucking break. Alright. Here's a shop. Excellent. We'll definitely pick up a dungeon map, and that's all we can afford. There's some health in there, but that's okay. We'll leave it. Don't really feel like fighting the shopkeeper right now. because they are kind of a pain in the ass. And he doesn't really have anything useful for me. I don't want another spear. I already can go back and get one of those if I really want to. Fuck. What am I doing? There we go. Alright. So I don't see any reason to walk over all these graves. Let's see. Right now, I think our main priority is get that key, so we'll want to kill ourselves. If we need to, we can just kill ourselves on those brambles in there. But I feel like there's more rooms here. Maybe there aren't. Fuck it. Let's just commit some Sudoku here. One of my favorite number-based games, and also means of death. And then wander onward here, where we need to get back to wherever that that healing thing was, and we have to kill a whole bunch of ghosts on the way, or I guess they are skeletons. They just don't look like skeletons to me, you know? Like, for one thing, they're fucking transient when you're not in the same realm as them. And for another thing, they don't really look like they're made out of bones, do they? They look like they're just white dudes. Like whitish blue dudes walking around. Shit, where the fuck was the respawner? Is it down here, maybe? Here it is. Alright, excellent. Found it. Really would like the compass. Compass a lot better in this game strictly because it, like, it doesn't idiot-proof you by telling you what rooms are once you've been in them like Isaac does. You gotta remember the map unless you have a compass. Which is honestly more like what a real compass does. Just kind of makes it easier to read the map. But, you know, not like it's realistic either way, because it does, in this game, still give you foreknowledge of the map that you had no way of knowing by just knowing which way is north. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and pop into the forest area. Is it in here? Yeah, it is. Alright, excellent. So there's the end of floor 1. Doing pretty well. We got a boomerang. We got a blueprint out of there. It's pretty nice. Definitely want to keep my eye out for more blueprints here. We've got the map, but not the compass. That's unfortunate. I feel like the map doesn't do a whole lot without the compass. It's better in synergy. So hopefully we'll get a shop here that allows us to pick up a compass. Oh god. Boomerang doesn't seem that great on owls. Calling it right here. Because the owls, like, their whole thing is they'll just charge into your shot, so if you're doing enough DPS, they'll just die. But in this situation, you can't fire very quickly, and you have to, like, run away from your boomerang after hitting them. So they're kind of a good counter to this weapon. But that's okay. We'll stop seeing owls after the forest, so we don't have to worry too much about that. I think I will definitely not pick up the bees that we pick up on this floor, or have the opportunity to pick up. Not pick up the bees that we pick up. Sounds like a weird sentence. Again, I am going to kill these mushrooms. A bunch of people are like, Green, why are you killing the mushrooms, you dingus? Because they fucking shoot at you, man. They're like, if I walk back through that room, that mushroom would shoot at me, and I would probably forget it was there because I would be thinking the room was empty. And then, you know, I'd get killed by a fucking mushroom, or hit by a mushroom. Those things do a ton of damage, so we want to avoid that if at all possible. What do we got here? Some gloves. I do like ranger gear more than leathery gear, I think, but again, I have no idea how much reduction they actually do, so I'd have to look at the numbers to really know. But I do like going fast, so it's always very tempting to pick up the ranger gear. Let's go ahead and kill this man as well. Oh, oh, fuck. Oh my god, come on. There we go. We're probably gonna die here, but that's okay, because every level does have its associated, like, dark altar that will bring us back to, living state, so that's not too bad. There we go. And I'm mostly hoping to find some shops here so we can pick up a compass, hopefully. Hey, you know, some other things would be nice. Having trouble thinking of them though. This game it seems to be more Spelunky than Isaac in like item selection. Though it does have a lot more weapons, I think. But as far as items, like there's really not that many. Like we saw that museum room that showed us how many items are in the game, and they're pretty few actually. There we go. Just gotta watch out for the mushrooms. I feel like I'm in a better like gaming mindset than I was last time I played Wizard's Lizard. I was kind of taking damage all over the place and stuff last time. This time I feel a little bit more focused. Of course, now that I've said that, I'm going to start taking damage immediately and die. But, you know, so far no not on purpose deaths, which is pretty good. And we've gotten no health drops at all? I don't remember getting a single like piece of food or anything on this run, which is crazy because I feel like last run they were everywhere. Not that they were necessary last run. I kept on like picking them up and being like, whoops, and then suddenly I just died all at once and none of the health drops could help me. This is the wrong way. So that whole area over there was a dead end, unfortunately. I really wish I could see the whole map. That it bothers me that even with a map item, I can only see the 3x3 grid that I'm closest to. That was probably ill-considered attacking that that mushroom in that situation, but you know, all went okay. Whoa, why am I gaining health? I just realized, like, do I gain health when I hit enemies? Hang on. I just saw my health go up. I swear to God, I just saw my health go up. I'm not crazy. Hang on, let's, So I'm at 10 health. I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm at 15 health. Oh, that's what's fucking happening. Okay. Alright. So I was thinking, wow, I'm doing so well. I haven't even gotten any fucking health items. You guys know what's fucking happening. I'm picking up the health items as I kill things with the boomerang. And so I can't see them, but I still get them. And that's kind of a shitty thing of the boomerang too, I guess, is that you can't choose to leave health items on the ground. You'll instantly pick up any health drops, which means you can't go, oh, I'm about to kill myself anyway. I might as well save this for when I go back into living state after becoming ghost state. So that's annoying. That is a thing I don't like about the boomerang. The boomerang has a lot of annoying quirks like that, but you know, it's still a really good weapon. Like piercing is so strong in really any top-down shooter like this. Any 2D game, I feel like piercing is a really good ability. You know, plasma beam in Metroid, obviously a fantastic weapon. Piercing shots in Isaac, really good. I can't think of a 2D game where piercing is an underwhelming ability. In 3D though, fucking sucks. It's really bad. Like in Resident Evil 4, there was a pistol that was like specifically, its whole thing was like, well, it's worse than the normal pistol, but your shots pierce enemies. It's like, when the fuck am I gonna have like 2 zombies lined up so that I can shoot both of them at once? And when is that gonna help me? Like, it's best to focus down enemies anyway in that game. So, yeah. That's how I feel about piercing shots in 3D games. It was really fucking stupid. Like, that pistol was the worst. And every weapon, or I don't know if everyone did, but most weapons had like a custom enhancement after you upgrade them all the way, and most of them were really good. Not so with the striker pistol. It was called striker, right? But whatever the pistol was that pierced, it went from piercing 3 enemies at once, which is already like an incredibly optimistic situation, hitting 3 enemies all lined up for you. It increased that to 7 enemies, which is like, that's fucking never gonna happen, man. You're never gonna have 7 enemies lined up. That's just like a waste of a ton of money of getting that upgrade for that gun. It's really silly. By the way, you guys hyped for Resident Evil 4 HD edition coming out for the PC? I actually kind of am. I really liked Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube. And on the Wii. I played it again on the Wii. I actually used to do some speedrunning of it, and when it comes out, I might consider Let's Playing it, because I really do enjoy that video game. It would be fun to go back and see it again. Though it did kind of, like, when I played it 5 years ago, it did kind of become so routine as to be boring for me, so hopefully that wouldn't be the case, but I don't think it would. I've forgotten enough that I think it would be fun again. Especially, I wonder what the PC controls are like. If I can fucking control it like a PC shooter with the mouse, oh man, I could rape that game. Because I'm not very good at aiming with a controller, and I still did really well in that game because it was a lot more about like strategizing and stuff than precise aiming. There was some precise aiming involved, I guess. I got really good at aiming with the left stick. I guess that's the main problem with my aiming on consoles. Like, some of you know that I just can't play first-person shooters with a controller at all. I'm so bad at it. It's because my right thumb is real fucking bad at control sticks in general. Like, if I have to use a control stick for anything with my right thumb, I feel like just like a grandma trying to use a mouse for the first time. It's just like, oh my god, this thing's just moving everywhere. I can't fucking control it. It's awful because I never played any games that made me learn that ability. But I did play Resident Evil 4 where you aim with the left stick, and I was really good at that. So my left thumb perfectly fine with control stick operation, my right thumb not so. But anyway, we'll see how they do the controls for the PC version. But worst case scenario, I'm sure playing it with a PS3 controller would be perfectly serviceable. That'd be fun. I like Resident Evil 4. One of my favorites. I'm not gonna say childhood games because I got it when I was like 15, but you know, one of my favorite games that I played in my gaming development period. So anyway, I'm playing a Wizard's Lizard right now. Still kind of looking for the end of this floor. The one problem I have with Wizard's Lizard is, holy shit, the game is huge. Like, the floors are just sprawling monstrosities. I would really prefer it if it was broken up into, like, instead of just the 5 floors with 2 secret optional floors, I'd prefer if it was like every floor was broken up into 2 floors or 3 floors, with the possible exception of the graveyard, so that you know, you could have, like, you could refresh the map, you know, like, I feel like I'm just wandering around in this gigantic area that I don't understand. I would prefer if it was like I was already done with Forest 1 and then there was an equally sized Forest 2 that I could navigate my way around, so that I didn't have to worry about all of these rooms that I've already cleared. That's okay though. I'm not going to question the game developers. They've done a great job with this game. You know, some choices that I personally wouldn't make, but I'm sure there are reasons for them. It's not like they weren't aware that the Binding of Isaac exists, you know. So many fucking owls, man. So many owls. Just get rid of these things before they fuck me. Excellent. These white owls, man. The worst. Oh no, I got stuck on the environment. Damn it. I thought I could clear that stump for sure, but I didn't. And I paid the price. See, this is what I'm talking about. I wish I could have been saving food drops and gone into ghost form, because then I could, like, when I find the resurrection chamber, I could resurrect myself and then go back and take a bunch of food drops and be in a better situation for it. Especially since being in ghost form is such a huge advantage. Oh my god, I didn't see that at all! I had no idea those spikes were there. Oh fuck, and now we got skeleton spawners. But again, now we have a huge advantage because we can actually see what we're doing a lot better, which is nice. So we'll take out the spawner, take out the owl, and there's no point to this room whatsoever. Alright. Again, really hoping to come across a shop selling a compass. I said a compass. Fucking asshole. But let's go ahead and spend 5,000 on some general wares. We've got a lantern for some extra light when we come back to life, which is actually a really nice item. And we've also got the abacus, which will show us the damage we're doing to enemies so we can compare weapons more easily. I guess that's the main advantage. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. It might be best to resurrect ourselves immediately so that we can start getting health drops again and have them like count toward what our final health is going to be. I don't know though. Maybe not. Might be best to do it after the boss as well. Let's just resurrect ourselves. Let's not. I don't know. It's a toss-up. Like it's a question of how competent I'm going to be. Because if I'm going to take a lot of damage, then I should stay ghost form. But if I'm going to take very little damage, then I should go into life form so that I can start getting health drops. Especially since the boomerang takes away my choice in the matter and forces me to take health drops as soon as they're dropped. So it's a weird situation that I'm not sure how I'm going to solve. But I think it's probably best to just stay in ghost form, and then if I'm close to death, then I can... Ooh, compass. And we could actually just pick up that that little health thing after regenerating. I think that's probably what we're gonna do. We're gonna like clear out the floor as a ghost, then regenerate, then buy the $5,000 50 health item, and then we'll be at full health for the next floor. I think that is 50 health, right? I could be wrong. That would be embarrassing. But I believe that's 50 health for 5,000 coins, which is totally worth it, I think. Pick that up. Though I do kind of want to save my money for potentially trying to pick up a blueprint on the crypt for a whole bunch of money, because I'm sure that's a pretty good starting item. Though then again, like, we really need to rescue some more civilians as well. Because, oh man, this room sucks. So many hells. We need to rescue more civilians so we have more starting gold, because right now we already have some cool stuff that I want to buy at the start to find out what it's like. Like the life knife sounds really cool, but we're still going to need, I think, like 3 more civilians after the one we got today before we can even attempt to purchase it. So getting more blueprints might not be the greatest thing for us. Here's where we bought Cheetah's Blood. There's no more blueprint available there because we already picked it up. And now we got to go over this way. And given the way my voice is feeling, I think the end of the forest is also going to be the end of the first episode of this run, and then we'll come back next time for some more Wizard's Lizard. I think that's probably a good way to do it. Like, end the first episode at the end of the forest, assuming I got there, because this is a long time to just wander around on the forest. And then in the second episode, we can see what happens. You know, further on. It's awesome. We can get hyped. You guys like hype, right? There's a ring of speed. We are the fastest little lizard right now, which I must say I am not opposed to at all. What do we got over here? Fucking bats, man. Man, this is such a long fucking floor. This is crazy. Alright, so we got the boss over to the right there. I'm a little bit nervous, actually, about fighting the boss with so little health. We got 62 now. And it is only the bunch of werewolves that fight us. So that's, you know, not as hard as some other bosses, I think. It's probably the easiest boss in the game, I think. But we've got one more room over here. I kind of want to just go and see what's in this room before we finish up, because why not, basically. We already know that we're getting bees. I'm pretty sure it's always bees anyway from this floor. So we're not going to need the weapon for it from this floor for anything. Oh, fuck. Making stupid damage. But this is what I was hoping for, getting some health from this this room so that we can do a little bit better. In the next room, I was halted for a second there because my fucking boomerang just stopped working, but it was because I was standing too close to a thing. Oh no! What happened? I just stopped being able to move. Oh well. Let's go ahead and see that the fucking boomerang, man, just gets destroyed by the wall. My least favorite thing about this game is just the projectiles not working. Alright, now we're down to 42 health, and I'm a little bit more nervous about the boss fight, but let's do it. I think we can do it. We just have to be smart about it. Oh god, there's skeleton spawners. I did not expect this. I've never been dead for this fight before. Oh god, my fucking boomerang doesn't work! Just so much boomerang not working. Fuck, we might fucking die here. We're certainly gonna fucking die here. my boomerang didn't fucking work for so much of that fight, and it got me surrounded by skeletons and we died. That's a really fucking disappointing end to that run, but I should have just resurrected myself. But really, that pisses me off. I also didn't know there were skeleton spawners there. How much money do we have now to start off with? 3,000. Alright, so not great. Well, anyway, that's a really piss off end to this episode. I'm sorry, guys. Everything was going so well, and then just suddenly I just could not beat that fucking boss fight because everything went wrong. Anyway, thank you guys for watching another episode of Wizard's Lizard. I'll see you guys next time.